All right, people. So while I was at GHC, I got so many questions about how to use the Ambleside Online website. So I decided I'm going to make a video that is, for now, just about how to use it if you're going to use Ambleside Online for your curriculum. So this is the main page, as you can see up here, AmblesideOnline.org at the top, right? Okay, good. We're all on the same page. Next important thing is down here near the bottom. See how there is what is CM, about AO, frequently asked questions, meet the advisory, meet the auxiliary, the blog, the sitemap, and the forum. If you are new to Charlotte Mason, you should read what is CM. If you are new to AO, to Ambleside Online, you should read the frequently asked questions. I don't recommend printing them out because it's like 40 pages, but you will know a lot if you read through that. Finally, here at the end, we have the forum. That is a free help forum. It can be somewhat confusing depending on your personality type when you first get into it, but there are hundreds of moms there, if not thousands, willing to help you with things. So you can ask a question that you have about implementing the curriculum or about Charlotte Mason's philosophy, and you will get a multitude of counselors, shall we say. So anyhow, the forum is amazing. I highly recommend it. Okay, so let's just say you know who CM is, you've read the frequently asked questions, you're on the forum, but what you need today is to just come in and get your curriculum for the year. All right, here's how you're going to do it. See here, we have our little table of contents, right? For these are the main parts of the website. There's the introduction, there's the curriculum, there's the Charlotte Mason series. Those are her books, both in her original and in the modern English paraphrases by Leslie Loriot. Then we have Parents Review articles. That's the magazine that Charlotte Mason edited. And we have the library that has other things, vintage books and programs and stuff. What you need to start your year is curriculum. So we're clicking there. Okay, so we get to the curriculum page, and it has years 1 through 12. The purpose of this video is not to help you choose a year. So if you need help choosing a year, you need to go to the forum. See, here's another link to the forum up here at the top. Okay. So let's say your child is in year 2. Click on it. This grid right here gives you a basic overview of what you're going to cover in year 2. Here are some of the things, or most of the things that happen in year 2. All right. So you have 2 options here. This is the basic version with a schedule. This is the detailed version with a schedule. What's the difference? With the basic version, you will not be asked to make any choices. Okay. So over here, you're going to there will be places where it says or, and you're going to have to make a choice between 2 books. I prefer this. I like to make a choice. I like to know what 3 books they were looking at. But with that said, we're going to click on basic, right? So here we are on basic. See this? Book list. All right. Ultimately, this is your shopping list. So it's going to tell you here, daily, this is what needs to be done daily. Weekly, these are things that need to be done weekly. This is in addition to reading these books. So here are the books that you need to buy, okay? If it has 1 asterisk, that's for the first term. If it has 2 asterisks, that's for the second term. If it has 3 asterisks, that's for the third term. These symbols here, not the numbers, but these symbols, these are different ways that you can acquire a copy of the book. So the $, if you want to pay for it, that's an Amazon link. The K, if you want a Kindle version, that's the link to the Kindle version. These other ones are usually the free versions. So like, for example, this one right here, that's for archive.net, I think, archive.org. Okay, so these are these omegas. These are different LibriVox versions. That's audiobooks that are free. Then when you see a number, that's to a footnote. You want to read the footnotes, people, because the footnotes are going to tell you things that you might want to watch for in the book, any concerns, any extra notes, whatever. So I'm going to click on that one. And it says here, oh, look, here are some of the kings that we're going to cover. And here's a place where you can find timeline figures for those kings and queens if you want them. Okay. So there are little helps in here that are important to look at. I'm going to go back up to the top. Okay. So basically what I do, if I'm going to go shopping, is I cut and paste this into a Word document. And then I clean it up a little bit, depending on, if I already own some of the books. So these books are broken down by subject areas. So Bible, history, history tales, geography, natural history. Penmanship has some options here for you to choose from. No, I'm sorry, not choose from, because well, basically with this kind of thing, a lot of people do this on their own. So here are ones that that advisory members have actually used and they can recommend. Okay. Phonics, math, foreign language, poetry, all of these things are books that you need to acquire. You can get a free copy. These right here, the poetry, you can purchase all of them on Kindle. If you click the poet, I'm going to open this in a new tab. You will find a page that has poems right here for you. Okay. I like to print that page. That's just something that I do. Anyhow, and then there's free reading books at the bottom. These are free reading. These are, if these books are too hard for your child to read on their own, these are easier free reading books. Okay. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. Okay. So you have your book list, you go shopping, you buy your books. Now what? Now, let's see, we need to go back to here we go. Back to our grid. We have our 36-week schedule. All right, close out this poet here. So the 36-week schedule is just what it sounds like. It's a schedule. It looks like this. It's a grid. There's also, if you prefer a more linear form, when I first started, this is all we had. And so this is how I worked from. I worked from this list for years. So you really can, cut and paste those into a Word doc if you like that kind of thing. But choose a format. I like PDF. Okay. Click it. There you go. Here is a 36-week chart. So this page, the first 2 pages are for the first term, the first 12 weeks. Next 2 pages, next 12 weeks. Next 2 pages, last 2 pages, next 12 weeks. Makes sense? There's 36 weeks in a year, broken into 3 12-week terms. Okay, so week 1. Here are the things. Whoops, I can't do it down. This column right here, this is what you need to do in week 1. Same with the next page. Okay, so why are some of these things blank? How come there's nothing listed for picture study or handicrafts or composer or folk songs or whatever? Okay, with handicrafts, you're going to choose one for your family. Okay, do it all together. Way easier. Unless you have a big age spread, then you might need to make some adjustments. These things, hymn, folk song, composer, picture study, all of those are assigned for a term regardless of your age. So remember this page? Over here in the sidebar, can you see this? Over here in the sidebar, this green sidebar over here, it says art study, composer study, nature study, Plutarch, Shakespeare, poets, hymns. Okay, these are things that you would combine all of your students. I mean, Plutarch doesn't start until 4th grade, but in 4th grade, you can do 4th grade all the way through high school, all right? So, for example, if you need to know what composer you're going to do, you would click on composer, open up the composer sheet. Okay, look. What term are we in right now? I'm in term 2 right now. So this is what we're doing. We're doing medieval era music. So here are the things I need to know for that. I would get everything ready, and then I would use my chart, and I would just check a box. Did we do composer study this week? Yes? Okay, draw a big X right here. Good, we're done. Make sense? Trying to think if there is anything else that's really important to mention. I think that's just about it. I wanted this to be really super easy to understand. So let's go back to the main page. So from here, you go to curriculum. That pops up this, right? If you don't want to make any choices, you go to the basic version. That's going to give you the reading list. The schedule is going to give you the schedule. So those readings are broken up by week. Why are they not broken up by day? Because you really can break it up by day in a way that best fits your family. And so we're going to break it up by week for you, but we're not going to break it up by day for you because each family is different. You might have co-op on Thursday. You might have whatever. You make sense? Okay. So I think that's it. Make sure you read all the little notes here because each time there's just something, there's something inspiring at the top. There's some basic directions at the top. I know in our skimming, twirling social media world, it's easy to skim over everything, but really, 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 all these little bits really will help. So the website has a lot on it. It can feel like a monster. It is a huge resource, and if you ever get time to play around in some of the other areas, they're lots of fun. You can go down that rabbit hole and come back a brand new person. But if you're just trying to use AO as a curriculum, this is what I would suggest. That, and make sure you ask on the forum if you have any questions. All right? So hopefully this helps you guys out. I didn't look at upper years, and in upper years, there's just more choices to be made, but basically it all follows the same format regardless of what year you are working on. Okay? Have a great day, everybody.